Good afternoon, everybody. This is Machteld. Welcome to Daily Dose of Paper. Well, as you can see, what do I have on my desk? Can you see? Wait, let me do a little bit like this. Well, as you can see, I have on my desk a Rolodex. And I got that from Ellen's Little Treasures. I will link her, well, I don't know how to link her Instagram page, but you can find her on Instagram, Ellen's Little Treasure. But I guess that's more for the people in Holland, in the Netherlands. But anyway, I got this old Rolodex and I was looking for that for a long time because once, long time ago, I saw Robin McClendon do, I think she called it her Gellidex, like she jelly printed on these cards. And so I always thought, oh, I would love to have one of those and do my own thing with it. And yeah, lately I've been also seeing a lot of grid journaling and I like that as well. But I thought, you know what, why not use my new, well, not new, but vintage Rolodex that I just got as my, like a grid journal. And yeah, I will do, you know, in it what I like, or on it, let's say. They actually come, I took some out already because they are actually in plastic, you know, with this, all this patina on it. So, because it's really old, so I took them out. And I will do collage, I will do maybe a little painting or drawing, whatever I feel like, you know. It's kind of like a Rolodex of life. Let's call it that. A Rolodex of life. My creative life, let's say. Yeah, so I got some, well, scissors, of course, glue, and all kinds of papers. You know, these are mostly my painted papers, my jelly prints. I have some fabrics, all kinds of lovely goodies. Yeah, I guess inspired by all the fall colors that I see going on, I guess on YouTube, and not so much yet in nature. It's still pretty green out there, I gotta say. But anyway, enough rambling. Let's get started. Yes, let's get started. So, what's always good to start with, for me anyway, is some book page. Some simple book page. And that's also good because these are actually really flimsy. I think that's why they are in plastic. And, you know, so they could use a little strengthening. So I think I'm just going to start. Ooh, and it's going to be a challenge to actually go around these little holes. Maybe I should get a vintage Rolodex punch. I don't even know if they exist. If anybody knows, please tell me where to get that. Okay, I have my glue pages. Yeah. Because that's the thing, eh? To go around these little holes so that it still fits. So, just start with a little book page, and maybe it's a good practice also to work on several pieces at once. You know, that's maybe that could be a good thing. I have to practice that also. Okay, I will make it a little bit straight. I don't know. What am I doing? As if that matters much. But anyway. And see if you know, I'm gonna do 4. I mean, I have 4 laid out here. I hope I get them all done. And maybe I'll just do one side, let's say, and write on the back. You can journal actually on the back, so it's really a journal. Let's get some more book page out. yeah. So, how's everybody doing? I wish you would answer me. I'm doing pretty well. Pretty, yeah, as I always say, I feel, wait, let me get out a baby wipe. You know, I feel content, let's say, when things are quiet in my mind and things just move along slow, you know, doesn't have to be fast paced or exciting stuff going on, but just moving along quietly, and then I get to do what I like most, and you know, have time for this, and nothing too exciting. That works best for me, I have found in these past few years. Like, too much excitement, good or bad, can you know, yeah, confuse me almost, I would say, or like it gets me off my out of my flow, and yeah, so I'm quite happy when it's just quiet and peaceful, and so at the moment that's what I'm feeling, quiet and peaceful. I like it on that side. Don't ask me why, but I was yesterday, like my upstairs neighbors, they just had a baby like last week, and I made a little tile for them. Like I paint on, I'll show you that one another time. I paint on tiles, you know, for like the kitchen or the bathroom, whatever. And I have a whole collection because a lot of people, you know, who know that I'm doing that, you know, when they have their tiles left, or when they found beautiful tiles, they said, oh, here, Machteld, that's for you. So I have a lot of tiles, and I made them one for their little baby boy, and that was so cute. Such, hey, look, one of my little drawings. Let's put that on there. Yeah, so that was nice, you know, to see the little boy, and yeah, so that was nice. And then later in the evening I went to yeah, how do you call that in English? It was not really a PTA meeting, like, you know, if you're when school starts again, everything in the first year, they or in the first weeks of school, they have like a meeting and let all the parents know what's gonna happen this year, and nou ja, you know, so it was nice to get to see all the other parents, because at this age you don't really, you know, when they're in yeah, how do you call that, primary school, I think you would call it, or I don't know. Well, you meet all the parents at the schoolyard, and, you know, how is your child doing, blah blah blah. And then when they go to high school, yeah, you never meet any parents anymore, because they're all going by themselves and they're doing their thing and blah de blah. So yeah, that was nice. Yeah. Okay. Oops. Don't know exactly what I'm doing. That doesn't matter. Who says we have to know what we're doing all the time? You know, especially if you're doing intuitive stuff, I think you kind of let your subconscious speak for you. I also am yeah, creative counselor, let's say, like, so I can counsel people by with creative means or methods, let's say. And yeah, often if you let people draw something, you know, tell a story, for instance, like it can even be a fairy tale story, and then let people draw, for instance, what they remember from that story that I told, and or paint or whatever, or yeah, collage, and then all these stories come, you know, about their own lives or thoughts, and that's always so interesting. But anyway, what am I doing? Let's see. I think enough book page, right? Enough book page. For now, anyway. Let's start with, and I don't even know if all these pieces really need to have like, you know, oh, these are just some paintings that I tore when I was doing my portrait painting course, or modeling painting, you know, like model painting course. I was really bad at it. All my people looked like, well, like little people, let's say. Yeah, I could not, it's too big, I think. I could not really make a good drawing of somebody. Only if I could draw them really small, like on a small piece of paper, then I would get all the ratios, let's say, right? But when I had to do it on a large paper, no. That didn't work for me. Strange, yeah? Yeah. So I tore a lot of the big paintings that I made. I tore them up because they really, no, they didn't look good at all. Nice piece of green stuff next to that flower. What a coincidence, right? Green, blue, more nature. This is more, yeah, like I say, I'm also a bit inspired by all the colors of fall. Let's see, do I want to make also maybe, oh, my glue just fell. Maybe I also want to make some shapes, you know. Just some shapes. Oops. I hope I'm on screen. Like that, so I think so. Sorry if I make people nauseous by moving my it's just some little intuitive collage going on here. So just like to connect. And you know, I can still doodle on them as well. I can do everything actually that I like on these. That's the nice thing about these things. You don't have to, you know, frame them or sell them or... So... like this, yeah, I do. I think these two need more something else, and then I will probably doodle a little bit. This to me looks like a hand. Just a tiny little bits, in this corner. Okay. Well, let's first see what I can do. Oops. Oh, sorry people. I just hit my camera. I'm really sorry. Let's just do some mark making or line work. Like that. I do like it when the lines go off the page. I don't know. That feels better to me. Yeah. Just doodle, doodle, doodle. And this is just, what is it? It's called a Uniball Air. I don't know if it's anything special or not. Oh, where do I have my markers and pencils and... Sorry people. Here. Just gonna use some marker because... And just doodle. Actually, I do want to take out my pencils as well because I might do a bit of watercoloring. I don't know if these do these bleed. Oh, they bleed a little bit, these markers. I had no idea. Adding porcelain brush pen. Yeah, like I use these to like when I do my I call them birth tiles. Well, they don't really bleed. That was just a coincidence. Okay. Yeah, I call them, I usually make like a tile with the name of the baby and the birth date, of course, and then I draw the flowers of that month that it, you know, you have like, it's called a birth flower. So for September that would be like it's called the aster. I don't know if you say it. I think it's the same in English, aster. Yeah, so that's what I do. Just making like a little abstract Rolodex journal, the Rolodex of life. Yeah, I think I will call this series just Rolodex journaling. Yeah, and I have a lot of cards, so of course it's going to be at least a project of a year, I think, at least. No. I also have a white, new white Posca pen, but it's one of these really fine ones. I want to see what I can. So this is the first time that I use it, so I think I have to activate it first. I think here it comes. Let's see. Ooh, cute. Like a little mushroom almost. Yeah, do some writing. Intuitive writing, or like I call them my messages of love. You know, just little illegible messages with loving intentions for whoever sees this or reads it, or so. Oh, I like my Posca pen. Yay! Do I want pink? Not really, but I already have it. Okay. So. And you know, I'm not saying that I will only do like abstract stuff on these. Like I might take a, you know, a series of 4 where I do, yeah, try to make little scenes. You know, draw some scenes. Who knows? And this is so therapeutic, for me anyway. You know, to just put a line or a dot or, I don't know, a splash with your brush onto paper or canvas or whatever you're using in a journal. And yeah, have no expectations for yourself, what it has to be, what it has to lead to, and yeah, I actually don't mind these. How lovely. The thing is, because they have to still go into the plastic, I'm wondering like what I could do with maybe a little bit of fabric. That doesn't matter. This is so nice. I got this ribbon, maybe I've told you before, like I used to work in a like, it's basically a second-hand crafting store. Like they recycle all kinds of creative, they're called mooi zooi, like beautiful rubbish, basically. That's the translation. And you know, people bring all their stuff, like fabrics, like, I don't know, little, if a store goes bankrupt, or like a plant store, whatever, they bring all the little pots, or they bring, it has bottle caps, but it also has wool, it has really papers. Now, everything you can imagine, they have it. And they recycle it, you know, they sell it for really cheap to, I don't know, schools or all kinds of projects. And they once got a whole, you know, from a church that quit, let's say, that, yeah, a lot of churches, of course, run empty. And they got all these beautiful clothes, you know, from the priests. And they took all the beautiful ribbons and embroidery off. And now, yeah, so I have some ribbons and stuff from that. So I think I can still fit it on there. Yeah, so if you're in the Netherlands, definitely check them out. There was actually the owner, the English lady, but it's a store in Holland. But she was actually in the newspaper today. Yeah, I saw it. I will link the store for the people in Holland who want to go and check it out. See all these lovely autumny colors. My fabric scissors. Just do little pieces. With the giotto. Wonderful. Well, I guess a Rolodex filled with cards like these are much nicer than a Rolodex filled with like business cards, right? For me anyway. I would love it. Imagine being at work and then instead of looking at the addresses of the catalog of the Rolodex, just look into like a beautiful arty thingy. I would definitely prefer that. So okay, well, and then let's say on the back we can write, today is what date is it actually? I think it's the 18th. Nay, the 20th. I'm sorry. It's the 20th. So September 20 of 2023, and this is the Rolodex Journal. Rolodex Journal. First episode, I will say, or yeah, I mean, and you can journal some more. I'm not gonna journal like everything, but look what we've done. They just started out as some thin white pieces, cards, and now they go into the Rolodex. Well, I hope you like this. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you next time.